Let's dive right in. Today we're talking about the sea. I always find it amazing how much is hidden beneath those blue waves. Sometimes it feels endless, doesn't it?
The sea really does feel endless to me. There's just so much going on under the surface, from tiny fish darting around to huge sharks gliding by. And the color of the water changes depending on where you are, which is pretty wild.
I love that you mentioned that. The sea's color always makes me think of summer vacations. But when you actually look deeper, literally things start to get darker, colder, and way more mysterious. Some fish even live far below where sunlight can reach.
You know, that part fascinates me. The deeper you go, the stranger the creatures. Some fish in the deep sea even glow in the dark, which just blows my mind. And then there are reefs, which are like busy neighborhoods for fish closer to the surface.
Exactly, reefs are like bustling cities down there. Speaking of all these sea creatures, let's talk about the different kinds of fish you might find. From the super recognizable to the totally oddball. So, let's start with some of the big names like sharks. People usually think of sharks as these huge, scary animals, but there's so much more to them, right?
What surprises me most is just how many types of sharks there are. Some are enormous, like the great white, but others stay pretty small. And despite their reputation, most sharks aren't actually dangerous to people.
Totally. And then you have speedy swimmers like tuna. Tuna are built for speed and travel huge distances across the ocean. I read that some can swim as fast as a car going down the street. How cool is that?
Yeah, tuna are basically the long-distance runners of the sea, and let's not forget salmon. Those guys go on epic journeys upstream every year to lay their eggs. The fact that they can jump up waterfalls still amazes me.
And then there are the real characters, like clownfish with their bright colors, or jellyfish floating along slowly. Every fish or sea creature has something unique going on. Now, I have to confess, clownfish are my favorite. Maybe it's the colors, or maybe it's all those nature documentaries where they dart in and out of sea anemones. Have you ever seen one up close?
Actually, I have, at an aquarium last year. It's amazing how tiny and bright they are. And they're pretty brave for their size. They live right among the stinging tentacles of anemones for protection, which is a gutsy move.
That's so cool. On the flip side, jellyfish might not be flashy in color, but they look almost like something from outer space. They just drift with the currents, all soft and see-through.
Jellyfish are like living umbrellas, honestly. But if we're talking clever, the octopus takes the crown. Octopuses can open jars, solve puzzles, and even camouflage themselves in the blink of an eye. I'd say they're the true escape artists of the sea.
It's wild to think about, right? And then on a totally different note, there's the seahorse, tiny, gentle, and shaped nothing like any other fish. It's like the sea was just showing off when it made all these creatures. Thinking about all these animals actually brings to mind those simple stories we sometimes hear, like a small fish hiding in a reef when a shark swims by. They're short, but they really help you picture what life underwater is like.
Absolutely! It puts you right there with them. I remember a story where a tuna chases a squid, the squid sprays ink, and suddenly everyone's swimming in different directions. Simple stories, but they capture the action and drama of the ocean perfectly.
Exactly. And those little snapshots make learning about sea life so much more fun. You don't just memorize words, you start to picture the whole world beneath the waves. Before we wrap up, I'd love to toss in a quick challenge next time you see a photo of the sea. Try naming a few creatures you remember, or even making up your own mini ocean story. It's a fun way to practice.
Oh, I like that idea. I might even draw a silly fish and give it a name. The sea is full of inspiration after all, and it's a great way to remember those new words or facts before they swim away.
Exactly. Just keep it playful and simple. The more curious you are, the more you'll discover. Thanks for chatting about the sea with me today. I always end up learning something new.
Same here. It's been fun just exploring all these different sea creatures together. Can't wait to see what we'll dive into next time.